You want to lead us in?
No. You do the lead-ins.
Yeah, all right. Welcome back to the Bad Gamecast. This is Jake.
I'm Jason.
And this week we played Zombeer.
Okay. Holding it together. Still good for now.
Jason's favorite game of all time.
Oh my god. There's so much hatred.
Released February 11th, 2014. Produced and developed by Moonbite Games. I was shocked at the release that this got. By which I mean on PS3, Xbox 360, Wii U, PC, and Mac.
Cast a wide net.
Yeah, that ain't no shit. Hey, what else came out in 2014?
Had to be better than this.
It did! Kind of. Dragon Age Inquisition, yes. The Crew, no.
Yes.
Bayonetta 2, Titanfall, and Little Big Planet 3. I think we did another game in 2014, but I didn't write it down, so whatever.
Probably. I don't remember.
Speaking of casting a wide net, we're kind of getting all over.
How do you mean?
With the games that we play for the year that they came out.
Oh, yeah.
Although we're more than a few episodes in now, so that makes sense.
Yeah. So it turns out when you do something for more than a year, so you're on like 28 games or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's kind of hard to like double them up that much.
No, we don't have any problem with that, but 2009 was a thing, and it was just shit games all year.
Well, yeah.
Right? Was it 2009? 2006?
Don't even.
I think we have a few from both of those.
Well, Sonic 06 exists, so.
Ugh. Oh, hey, speaking of trash, Zombeer. Dear listeners at home, you can't see the rage in Jason's eyes, but motherfucker, it's there.
Oh, man. So, usually I try to be calm and forward and rational and blah, 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 blah. All those things that you should be, like an impartial kind of review. No. Fuck everything about this game. And it's fucking go time, because here's your plot summary. You play... I don't even know your name. What's your name? What is it?
The letter K.
The letter K. Great. You're in the Men in Black. So, you wake up in a bar. You have messages from your girlfriend. I forget her name.
Karen.
Karen's like, hey, you're super drunk and you're being with that zombie chick, so you can stick with her. I'm going to the Colonials.
Oh, yeah. Chancellor colon duty?
Yeah.
Yep. Colon duty.
Yeah.
I don't know how to audibly shake my head into a mic.
I know. It makes for great podcasting to just sit here in silence and shake. Oh my god. So, your goal is to get to her. Great. So, you grab the pink vibrator that's on the bar.
Checks out.
And then you start beating zombies to death to get to her. I'm gonna just kind of go plot-wise. She gets bit.
In the ass.
Yeah.
By colon duty.
Yeah. So.
Ooh, gross.
You are then going through the college to get to her. You have to go, like, downstairs to turn on the circuit breakers. You gotta go back upstairs and blah, blah, blah. You see her. She's all zombified now. You go up to the roof. This is where you realize that the one... I'm not even going to say her name. The human chick is still there.
Jessica Sashimi.
I will fucking end you.
That's the model's name. I can't help that.
The cosplay model?
Well, now, they don't say that.
They do. He calls her a cosplay model.
He calls her a supermodel.
He calls her a cosplay model.
Oh, man. The totally original Jessica Sashimi, who is also on the cover of all of the Play Zombeer magazines in a suggestive pose.
So you go to the roof after assembling a sniper rifle that the janitor designed, and you kill a bunch of zombies trying to get to her.
The janitor groundskeeper Willie.
And then you go down there and you say hi to her, and she's like, oh, hey, you're not a zombie. You want to, maybe hit it off? And you're like, I got to save my zombie girlfriend. And so you go into this weird arena area and you go you try to kill the dude. He doesn't actually die. Surprise. But you drop a football scoreboard on him. And then you go back and the human chick left a note saying, hey, I'm going to go kill your zombie girlfriend. Thanks for saving me. And you're like, no, I have to save my zombie girlfriend. So you go and, oh, look. The bad guy's still alive. So you throw a pink vibrator through his eye socket.
After he goes Super Saiyan.
Oh, literally goes Super Saiyan. Not like figurative.
Nope.
No.
Literally.
And then you're presented with... What's the name of the game show? Because there's 3 doors.
Yeah. Jesus, I know this one.
Yeah, there's 3 doors and you can open them and... There's a Stargate, the puzzle box from...
The Lammerchain configuration from Hellraiser, yes.
Yeah. And then a zombie stripper. The zombie stripper's the right choice, apparently.
Yeah, it's not the Stargate, which takes you to the Simpsons parody of the Twilight Zone episode, Little Girl Lost.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the credits roll because the game's over because they ran out of money. Thank God.
I want to play more stuff where I don't know what you call this. The full body rage shiver you did was choice. The look of, I don't know, a rage induced madness in your eye right now. It's something special.
Yeah. So, Jake, I played this before you.
Yeah.
And so all of their garbage references, which we talked about briefly so far, is overwhelming.
Yes, it is.
It's like someone thought, hey, what if we put a bunch of shit from other shit into a game? And that was the game.
Other shit like, my God. All of my notes are just the references that this game throws in your face and bounces right off your nose because there's zero subtlety to all of it.
None. Go.
You very early on go through a Mario pipe, collect...
Jesus, I forgot that level existed.
Death Heads coins, and then on the wall there is a spray-painted Joker face because they're just throwing a whole lot at you. In the college, there is Vote for Pedro stickers all over. There is a Necronomicon just hanging out.
Yep.
There's Jigsaw's head in the trophy case. There's the cake from Portal sitting in the cafe. There's a flux capacitor on the wall somewhere. Oh, I did like the section in the college where you have to go through an elevator and it, like, the ceiling starts to collapse on you and then you reach back for your fedora suddenly. And then your character is like, all I need is a whip. And then you're greeted by the door of Groundskeeper Willie. I'm back out.
Nope. Hated both of those. You also forgot to mention one of the elevators where you need Mario blocks.
Yeah.
Question mark blocks.
And that's the thing. There's a zombie frozen in carbonite.
Oh my God.
There is a Death Cube that is a square Death Star that shoots down from space.
It
which
never ends.
I because of the Star Trek references your guy makes, I assume it's like a Borg mothership, but it's clearly got the little Death Star dish, and that's where the lasers shoot out of. There's an alien xenomorph egg in the ducts when you're crawling through them at some point. Zombie literally Fusro-Da's a dragon.
Oh, right. Dragon shows up. Zombie literally Fusro-Da's it. Sorry, he says it's not Fusro-Da, but it is just like 3 random syllables.
Yeah, a close enough facsimile they won't get sued.
Yep. In one of the events, there is the smoke monster from Lost, which I'm not sure you actually caught because I'm not sure if you watched Lost or not.
I didn't watch Lost. I caught the tumbleweed that follows you around, and then at one point you're going through, there's like the smoke that goes by, but yeah, no, I didn't catch it.
There's this like angry smoke that makes a like cranka sound. That's from Lost.
Also, while you're in the ducks, Pac-Man and a Ghost go by. It took me in the entire game to realize it's My Anus University.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica fucking Shishimi. The zombie fight club references in the showers.
Oh, yep.
The moment where you walk into the Overlook Hotel with that fuck awful carpet and the tricycle that goes off by itself with the two zombie twins dancing down the hall.
That one was rage inducing. Oh, in the showers there was also Psycho.
Oh, really?
Yep. And there's probably more that we're not even talking about right now.
I'm sure there is. Also, you can't look it up because no one bothered to play this game.
Because why would they?
Rightfully so.
And you hear all of those references, right? And we say, there's probably more. Constantly more. The game that I described is maybe 90 minutes long.
Yeah, it feels right.
So it's just constantly throwing these things in your face. And it just made me angry. So very angry.
And like when I say zero subtlety, they're out and about, and the game isn't long enough, nor is the level design like there's no exploration. It's super linear.
We left out the Minecraft level.
Yeah, I did. I also left out the giant sprinkled donut that falls down.
Yep.
Because another Simpsons reference. But there is no exploration in this game. There is no side path for you to go out of your way to find some hidden shit. It's all right there.
It's hyper linear, and so they literally just put it in your way to tell you, hey, we referenced this thing. Remember this thing? It's better than what we did.
And you know what? That's wasn't my issue with... Can we talk about the gameplay?
Yeah, we can talk about the gameplay.
The
mega trash. We're done with the gameplay.
Man. You're not wrong. You get what? 4 weapons. You have the
dildo.
The
your melee weapon.
You pick up a nail gun.
Yep. Which you pick up an upgrade for.
Yeah. Which I think the upgrade looks sweet, and it's like the skull on the back.
It plays rock music every time you reload it.
Yeah, it's a sick ass guitar riff. Mm-hmm. And by sick, I mean technically a guitar riff. You get the octogun, which is a squid-like shotgun. And then you eventually get the beer grenades.
Yes.
Which leads us to my absolute favorite fucking mechanic in this abomination. You have to constantly drink beer. Every, minute?
It's really quite fast.
You have a meter at the bottom, which is separate from your health meter, which is like Call of Duty. The screen gets red and there's blood on it when you take damage, and then it fades away. This meter is your Zombeer meter. You have to drink. If you don't drink Zombeer, you turn into a zombie and die. However, if you drink too much Zombeer, you get drunk and die.
Yes.
Every minute, you have to drink at least a beer to stay in the sweet spot of this bullshit meter. While you're struggling to kill zombies, and yeah, struggling is not always the right word, because sometimes they just drop because they die super inconsistently.
Yeah, sometimes you pull the trigger, it says headshot, and they just fall over, and you're like, I really wasn't aiming at their head. And sometimes you aim at their head, and you pull the trigger about 10 times, and they don't take any damage.
They just eat it, like the fucking mimes.
The mimes that scream at you?
Yeah, because that's funny.
Yeah.
Or the Michael Flatley zombies that dance at you, but they have the, Borat swimsuit on, and that increases your drunk gauge.
Yeah.
Because that's cool.
So if you're constantly trying to top yourself up to be near drunk but not drunk, so you don't have to think about it, one of those guys shows up and immediately you're just done.
Although, conversely, if you know there's one coming, you can actively not drink because you know he's going to fill you up, which is what I ended up doing. Because I died of some bullshit where there would be that plus a couple of the mime zombies screaming at you, which actually do range damage, and suddenly you just drop. And go, well, I don't need to start chugging beer because I know that one's coming up, so it makes it easier.
Of course, it's not like beer was ever an issue.
Nope, because it is plentiful.
Both around the level, and, hey, guess what? There's machines that give you infinite beer.
Yeah, you just have to hack them through their stupid hack minigame.
They decided to include a minigame that's pure garbage.
Minigame's okay.
It's like a spinning wheel that has lights on it. Some lights are out, they do nothing. Some are purple, they attract zombies, and some are green, and you need to hit the green ones. You need to hit 3. Every time you hit a green one, it changes their configuration and reverses direction. If you hit 3 green ones, you hack the machine, and you get infinite free beer. It was never difficult.
No.
Except for the fact that hitting it on the green was like playing those fucking things at the arcade where you're trying to stop the light to win tickets. And sometimes you would hit it and it would be on it, and it was just like, well, you selected the next one.
Yeah, and then siren would go off, and then you'd have to kill a couple zombies.
Yeah, siren would go off. You'd have to kill between 1 and 3 zombies who all spawn from like designated areas. So if you knew where it was before you hacked, you would just turn and start firing. They would come out of their door and just die.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just turn around and start hacking again.
I wouldn't even turn and fight them. Like, I would just immediately start hacking again.
Yeah. It's fucking dumb. Waste of time. In this waste of time game.
Oh, the art style.
Bad?
Yeah, it is certainly stylized, but there's one aspect in particular I'm thinking about.
You're thinking about character design.
Yes.
And
how do you put this eloquently?
I'm gonna just go in on this. If you're, a more sensitive listener, maybe stop listening right now. Also, it's weird that you listen to our podcast in the first place.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah, we're not clean streams.
Nope, no clean stream here. Hey, we got that E for a goddamn reason.
We do. And so you know what's coming. Because what's coming is massive fuck off zombie tits.
Yeah, massive fuck off zombie tits.
Jesus Christ, the people who designed this game have never seen a woman before. What in God's name?
Well, I want to say fan service, because it's a fan servicey thing to do, right? But there's no fans of this. And, fresh IP there wouldn't be.
No.
So, I don't know, something for the players. And, you find audio logs. There's a few different collectibles throughout the game. One of them being tapes from the developer, which talk about how broke they are.
Yeah, we'll talk about the tapes from the developer a bit more in detail in a second, because...
I just wanted to bring it up now because they make it a point to say that the developer tapes assure the listener that all of the massive fuck-off zombie tits were drawn by hand. He. Because that's a subtle joke.
It's so fucking creepy. They had to be drawing this because they were personally aroused by it. Which doesn't feel like I'm playing a game as much as some dude's weird fetish.
Even though all of the models are very stylized, the zombies are sort of less grotesque than Plants vs. Zombies.
Yes.
They're not crazy looking. They're not rotting and shit.
Nope.
They're just the skin slightly green and kind of stretched out.
Yeah.
And there's furry zombies, and the mimes, and the dancing, and normal zombies, which, oh man, different enemy types, yay.
I guess.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, so these developer tapes, I didn't actually find all of them.
I think I was missing 2.
Yeah, and every time they talk about how little money they have, or how much they love these tits, or how they were intending to do something in the game, but then didn't. And it's super weird and jarring to me that they're even in the game. If they're real, these are actual thoughts from the developer, having them in there just is like having a commentary track on while you're watching a movie for the first time.
They talk about having an issue with one of their offices, and they had to move from Barcelona to somewhere else, and I forget where they moved it to. Sure, it's a pickup you don't necessarily have to get, so you don't have to have the commentary track, but I get your point. It is super fucking weird that they're there and they talk about what they talk about.
Yeah. I don't want to hear this guy talk about any of this weird behind the scenes. Hey, we don't have money, but don't worry. We got you these boobies.
Yep. They are proud of those massive fuck-off zombie tits.
And it bothers me. And then they just... What? But then if they're not real, why would you even think that that makes sense to put in your game as, like, even a kind of joke?
Someone clearly thought it was funny. Like the in-your-face references. Oh man, that shit's the coolest. And it's not. It's not funny. It's not cool.
No, nothing about this. Like, it is comedy as understood by 10-year-olds? Hey, look, a thing. I don't know, maybe a bit later than that. Early teens trying to be edgy and just reference things. I'm not saying the game was designed for those, but like that is how a 14-year-old understands comedy, is that be edgy and reference other things. But I assume this game was not made by a 14-year-old or for 14-year-olds because of the giant zombie tits.
I don't know, maybe it was.
I guess. Is that what the kids are into nowadays?
The fuck would I know?
I hate this game. I hate everything they do. The comedy, and if you could see how many air quotes I want to make right now, it's like 1 million.
Oh.
Comedy. Sure. Is not comedy. It's just punching you in the face with these references that aren't particularly good. Again, none of them are implemented cleverly at all. They're just there. And because of the linearness of the game, they just force you into them. They're like, this is what you're doing now. Haha, it's Minecraft. That's not a thing. That's not a comedy. That's not a gameplay. That's just stuff. You have made stuff. And you have forced me into it. There is a Minecraft level in Borderlands 2.
Yeah, but you have to find it.
Yeah, because you have to jump from train track over towards like the edge of the world and go around a mountain, and it's back there. If you don't know it's there, you will probably never find it.
Yeah.
Because that's what you do when you're hiding a kind of Easter egg type thing where, look, haha, we kind of hit a thing here. There's no hiding. They hit you in the face with it repeatedly, just like, here's a thing, here's a thing, here's a thing. Look, this is Jessica Sashimi. Look at her boobs. Oh my god, boobs. Her boobs defy physics. They're what in God's name? If you strapped anti-gravity, like, cantaloupes to someone, that's what you're getting. And I hate it.
So, like you had said, you played it before me, so as you're describing this game to me, my first thought was, this is exactly the kind of dumb shit that I'm into. Stupid jokes and in-your-face references, okay. Like, I'm in. Until I started it. And then, like, I really experienced it for myself. And it isn't funny. The references aren't clever. They're not done well. The jokes, there's one joke that I laughed at. As you're killing zombies early on, trying to get them into the airplane jet, your character makes bad one-liners from better, like, movies. Like, Hasta la Pizza, baby. But the one that he said, it was, yippee good day, mother-daughter. Like, that actually made me laugh. Just thinking about whatever TV edit that would have come from Die Hard. Yeah, that's fucking funny. And literally anywhere else but here.
Because they were unwilling to go in on actually saying yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker?
For a shooter, it's not that violent. Like, the zombies and they, like, bite at you, it's not graphic.
Not at all.
None of the zombies are particularly graphic. Even the headshots, like, there's no splatter of blood. Their head just disappears as a headshot. There's no, like, foul language, I guess, so they can have a wider audience. The only thing I really want to know is what this game cost to release.
I don't know. If it cost them more than the $5 it costs now, God help whoever paid for it. God help them. Because no one else can. I guess, Steam can, because if you bought it on Steam, as I said, game's 90 minutes, get that refund. Because one of the refund options is, it's a unfun game. So you select that option, you type into the explanation box, this is the worst piece of trash I have ever touched, minus Sonic 06.
So you mean to tell me once you hit submit, the Steam bots or whatever temps they have, like, going through this shit doesn't even question it? They're like, yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah. They just give you your money back as long as it's within 14 days of purchase and you have played less than 2 hours. Money back basically immediately.
Yeah, so my pausing to write down the references put me over the 2-hour mark, so no refund for me.
Ha. Ha ha. If I didn't get a refund, I probably would have just set myself on fire and died.
God damn.
Because they would have gotten my money, and they don't fucking deserve it. Fuck them.
Now, do you have anything else to say about this game that's not just, vitriol?
No. No, I do not. It's just anger, hatred, anger, boiling out of me, like, so badly. If I met these people, I would really want to punch them. Really bad.
And so, who would you say you recommend it for?
I would recommend this game for prison systems that want to torture people.
Jesus.
Force them to play this on repeat, and then watch as they gouge their own eyes out.
Very, jigsaw of you, I guess. No, I personally didn't hate it nearly with the passion or fervor that you do. I don't think it's worth $5, nor do I think that if you can find it for free, it's worth playing. I think you should just avoid it. I don't know what kind of person would find this game humorous, which would be the only reason you play. There's zero replayability to it. You played through it once, you've seen it all. The shooting's not good. The melee's not good. The jokes aren't funny. I don't hate the art style, which is the best thing I can say about it. But I can't say anybody should play it.
Fine. Jake says, don't play this game. Hooray! Jake's got a level head right now. I might kill someone.
I mean, I don't actively want to set myself on fire if I don't get my $5 back, but...
It's the principle of the thing.
You know, if you're going to immolate yourself, why wouldn't you do it in front of their office?
Oh, I'll find them. We'll find them. In Spain.
I guess assuming Moonbite still has an office.
I hope not. I hope they went out of business.
I don't know. Sometimes I look up other stuff that the developers / producers have put out, but not this time. I was over this game.
I am trying to take some deep breathing, so while there are brief pauses in what I'm saying, because I need to not be super rage-induced anymore, because that's it. We're done talking about this game.
Hooray!
It almost gave Sonic 06 a run for its money.
Jesus.
I hate this game.
Ready to move on to emails?
Yeah. Ready to move on to anything that's not this game.
So if you have a question, thought, comment, concern, send it in to thebadgamecast@gmail.com.
Where we answer questions from listeners. Like you.
Like me?
Sure, why not?
Hey! Finally. The joke can die now.
I'm exhausted. That much anger, I am exhausted. So, what do we got here?
Angry emails.
Have you ever thought about streaming some of the games you play? Yes. I'm going to speak for the group right now. We've thought about streaming the games we're playing, but part of it, for streaming purposes, is that we have a bit of a disjointed record schedule. Surprise, peek behind the curtain. We sometimes fall behind, sometimes gain a lot of ground. So if we were streaming it, then you might see us play a game and not hear about it for a couple months, which is a bit awkward. We have thought about potentially recording some gameplay and then making a, some kind of clip montage stuff to kind of go along with the podcast that we would release to kind of, you could see then gameplay, graphics, that kind of stuff that we talk about. You could get a bit better idea. That may or may not happen down the line. Kind of just depends on how much time we have to sink into this. But I know we've also talked about streaming when we're playing other games, good games. So that may or may not happen soon-ish, or is happening, depending on when this episode comes out. As I said, things can be a bit fluid. So
yeah, but once we do decide on when we're going to do something, we will certainly let you know.
Indeed. You'll hear about it either on an episode or me shouting into the abyss on Twitter. about it.
Yeah.
What are your go-to movies when you are feeling down? I like to watch Saw movies and laugh at the people in outrageous traps.
I personally, if I'm feeling down, I will watch comedy specials. Or if I can find some like Marx Brothers, Three Stooges, like Buster Keaton.
Okay.
Like just a slapstick, because that's always funny, because laughing makes you feel better.
I think I'm just going to go with the Cornetto trilogy.
Solid choice.
Yeah. They're basically my go-to movies for most all times. Down or not, I love them. If you don't know what that is the 3 movies by Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright, written by both of them, directed by Edgar Wright. It is Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and The World's End.
I've still yet to see The World's End.
We'll change that sometime. I like it a lot. Which is sometimes a controversial opinion. I know, it's weird.
Don't know.
Some people like it a lot, as much or more than the other two. Some people say it's notably worse than the other two. I really like it.
I thoroughly enjoy Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, so I have a hard time thinking that I wouldn't like The World's End.
Yeah. There's another question. Bum, 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 bum. So, I'm just going to sum this up. The gist of the question is that sometimes you buy games and you never get around to it. So what games do you have, if you have any, that are currently sitting on a shelf unopened or in Steam World just uninstalled that you've never even started?
Oh, man. Unopened is a shorter list because, I don't know, half of my Steam library I've never bothered to install the first time around. Although that is a problem with websites like Humble Bundle, where they'll have something on sale for the month, and I'll get the pack, and like I really only wanted 2 games, so like there's a bunch that sometime I'll probably be bored and I'll get around to playing some of the other crap. But more importantly, I've got oh no, what's the name of the game?
Like, you could just sift through it while I talk.
Yeah, you do that.
All right, so while Jake kind of just fumbles around over here and hopefully doesn't make too much noise, I'm going to say there are probably about 5 games I have that I know that are just kind of sitting around. And mostly it's things I was given as gifts, which I just like. I've gotten gifts of people who are like, I know you like games. Here's this game. And it was just like, I'm not super into it.
It was Until Dawn that I couldn't think of, which is still in the plastic.
Yeah. I don't know their names off the top of my head. If I had checked this question earlier, I could have actually looked and written them down, but I didn't. So it happens more frequently than I'd probably like, but that's how it goes. And as you said, Steam is basically just a catching trap of stuff. Sometimes they're like, hey, if you buy this bundle, it's 90% off for all of them. And they're all just kind of these old games. So you can have 30 games for $1. And you're like, I mean, it's only $1.
Yeah, you're like, I can't pass that up.
And then you just have 30 games that you're like, I've played, parts of 2 of those. Because that's what Steam libraries are for.
Yeah. We've all been there and are currently there. And eagerly await the next Steam sale to continue that trend.
Christmas sale.
Yay!
Sorry, winter sale? I don't think they call it Christmas.
The Festivus sale?
I don't know. I don't know anything anymore, man.
We done? You ready to put a bow on this?
Sure.
All right. Hit me up on Twitter if you want, at Jake Prem.
All right. We still didn't figure this shit out. Questions, comments, concerns. Email thebadgamecast@gmail.com. Those sometimes get read on air. You can tell me not to. I won't read them if you don't want me to. If you just want to send some secret messages, that's fine. If you want to be more open, just kind of shout at me at thebadgamecast on Twitter. I tweet out every game release, occasionally in between. I would tweet out right now, but then you would know when we recorded this, and that'd be a bit weird. So, get wrecked. Subreddit and Reddit account are run by Jake.
Hi. Yep, I put up all the new episodes, and I try and contribute to other subreddits.
You try.
I try.
And that's what counts. At this point, the Facebook page is probably just abandoned. Tumbleweeds blowing by. There was a Facebook page.
It had a good run for a solid 5 minutes.
It's about how much time I put into it. Yeah. So, those are our social medias. You can follow us, keep track of us. Otherwise, we keep putting out episodes every 2 weeks, probably.
Yeah, probably. All right, well, for the Bad Gamecast, I've been Jake.
I'm Jason.
Good night, everybody.
Good fucking night, this fucking piece of fucking goddamn shit. I will fuck...
But why was Biggins a child? I mean, they explain it, but why?
What?
Old boy's son who's possessed?
Old boy's son.
Then he got turned back into a little kid?
Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
This is fucking like, what? Because reasons?
But then he wasn't.
Yeah. And that was hilarious.
Real kind of weird scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's anime for you.
Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. So, Deanna's best girl, though?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Totally.
No. Merlin.
Merlin.